she's adorable.
She is cute, but she's
Yeah.
a shit disturber.
She
likes
is.
This is her favorite.
Oh, that's kinky.
I know, isn't it? She likes to be spanked. She likes to be spanked.
Spank you very much.
Spank ya. Spank ya.
Spank you very much. So it's a Ramblesode.
Yay!
Yay! Love Ramblesodes because they're like freaky deaky.
They are.
They are.
They are.
This is Jas.
And Sher.
And thank you for coming back to Giving Up the Ghost podcast.
And we are here.
Yeah.
We are here.
Hey, hey,
Full of beer.
ooh. Ooh, hey, hey, how are you? Yeah. Oh,
Sounds
yeah.
like Fonzie.
I was imitating the strippers I'd seen years back at my sister-in-law's stagette. We went to the Briar, and like we're like adults, like we're like at this point in our 40s. We're that's what she wanted, right? And
that's what she said.
yeah, that's what she said. But it was like it was like called Boys from L.A. or something, and they're like these shaved boys. With the moosed up frosted tip hair, with the manicured eyebrows and the fake tan and the gold chain and the the cheesy Dolce Gabbana jeans with the rhinestones on it. And then,
my God, like her.
and then you had like one ringleader, some cheesy kid who's probably 5 years older than the kids stripping.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Ooh, ladies, ooh, ladies!
My God.
Wait till you see what we have coming out now, ooh." And he had like these girls, like even older than us, and just like, "Ugh." And they're like, "Yeah, no, no.
The best time I ever had watching strippers, honest to God, was when we lived in St. Boniface and we went to
the Marion.
Yeah,
But
you know what though? It wasn't the strippers that were the fucking funniest thing. It was some dude got jealous.
Oh no.
He got jealous because the stripper was like sort of hitting on his honey.
Oh my God, that's the worst.
And he got up there and he proceeded to strip upon his own.
No way.
And he was
amateur
like,
night.
He was like a scarecrow.
Ooh.
He was so skinny.
And everybody was like, "Put it back on."
So skinny.
People are chucking fivers at him. Put it back on.
It was the funniest thing I ever saw in my whole life. It was
Who does that? Who does that?
I don't
Obviously
know.
not Insecure.
Obviously not, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I have to say the Marion is like the classic place because those guys are so laid back and they're so funny, but like they don't play into them as much as like these other LA guys or whatever. God, my God, that was just sad.
No.
So when I go, ooh yeah, ooh yeah, I think of that guy.
It's like the worst porno voices ever. It's like, baby, can't get off this, baby.
This is Porn with Jas and Sher. This is the porn podcast.
The pee-pee.
The pee-pee.
Ow.
Bow chicka wah wah.
This is my cat.
I think it all started from your kinky cat. That's how this all kind of evolved.
I know. The spanking to the biting.
Spanking.
She is biting now.
Anyway. So, if you can take your cat off your paperwork. We're serious here. This is a serious operation.
Get
Do you
your
mind?
Pet off. Thank you very much. Oh my goodness. It's worse than a child.
Worse than a child. So what is today's Ramblesode? What's a delicious little dish that you found for us?
Oh, I'm like, hey, we got mermaids and mermen happening.
Excellent.
Like, what the hell?
I would love to hear about it.
How much water on this planet?
Yeah.
There's shit happening out there, right?
We only know 10% of the oceans, right?
And I mean, there is so much crap. I don't know.
How much we'll get to it? We can do it into 2 parts too.
We can 2-part it.
We can do whatever the fuck we want.
That's right.
That's right.
Because this is our shit.
It's our shit. Not your shit. This is our shit.
Mine's just this big writing one too. But no, I thought that was super cool because I'm like, we always try and talk about things that may happen.
Different,
yeah, but I mean,
coincidental.
This Manitoba's got more lakes and water than any other province here.
And if you think about it, you go so far down, like in certain spots, like it's not cold.
No, I know. You never know, right?
You never know. Never say never.
Never say it. Well, we could.
Well, never. Never.
No, but here we go. It says, with most of our blue planet covered in water, it's little wonder that centuries ago the oceans were believed to hide mysterious creatures, including serpents and mermaids. Merfolk, as they're called. Of course, the marine version of half-human, half-animal legends that have been captured human imagination for ages. It said traditions concerning creatures, half human and half fish in form, have existed for thousands of years. And even in the Babylonian deity era, as it was called,
Mhm.
the fish god, is usually depicted as having a bearded head with a crown and a body like a man, but from the waist down, he was the shape of a fish.
Yep.
Greek mythology contains stories of the god Triton, we've all heard of.
Yep.
Several modern religions, including Hinduism and Candomblé, it's an African Brazilian belief, worship mermaid goddesses to this day. It said many children, this is how it starts, right? Are familiar with Disney, The Little Mermaid, right? She was so beautiful and lovely, but she's like a sanitized down version of Hans Christian Andersen's first fairy tale published in 1837 about Scotland and Wales mermaid beliefs. It says they're beautiful women that live under the sea, but
Catus interruptus.
yeah, I know. But if they donned the skin of a fish, they could walk around on land. But if they lost it, they could never return.
Right. Okay.
Right? So that's kind of like, yeah. This is in folklore. Mermaids are often associated with misfortune and death, right? Of course. Leading sailors to the rocky shores and, just like Pirates of the Caribbean, where they cracked up and killed everyone. It says, though not as well known for their comely female counterparts are mermen, and they are equally fierce of summoning storms, sinking ships, drowning sailors, and one especially feared group is the blue man of the Minch.
Don't.
What is she doing? Oh, God. The blue men of the Minch are said to dwell in the outer Hebrides off the coast of Scotland. They look like ordinary men from the waist up.
No, don't.
Hey!
Ow!
Jesus. Let's go.
Sorry.
Oh,
the cat was trying to pull out my
She's like a freaking...
my flash drive. She found the string so easy and the string wasn't even swinging. That's hilarious. I just hope she doesn't shit on your pillow or something.
She's cute, but she's trouble.
Yeah. Well, she's a teenager.
That's right. Okay, where was I? The outer Hebrides off the coast of Scotland. They look like ordinary men from the waist up anyway, with the exception of their blue-tinted skin and gray beards. This local lore claims that before laying siege to a ship, the blue men often challenge its captain to a rhyming contest.
Oh, that's weird.
That would suck. Would not suck. Orange!
Nothing rhymes with orange.
You're like, damn it. Oh,
I got nothing.
Says if the captain is quick enough to wit and agile enough of tongue, he can best them and save his sailors from a watery grave. I'm like, well, that sucks, man. Then it has, we have, Japanese. Holland, would you like to read some Japanese and Holland stories?
Sure. Domo arigato.
Domo arigato, Mr.
It's funny how there's all these legends right around the world, though.
But that's exactly. That's why I was so fascinated, because it's so many different ones.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So Japanese legends have a version of merfolk called kappa. Said to reside in Japanese lakes, coasts, and rivers, these child-sized water spirits appear more animal than human. Maybe they're like water fae. You know, they've adapted, right?
For sure.
So more animal than human, with simian faces and tortoise shells on their backs. Like the blue men, the kappa sometimes interact with humans and challenge them to games of skill in which the penalty for losing is death.
Oh,
Doesn't that almost sound like Squid Games?
Yeah. It's great rhyming and oh, shit.
Kappa are said to have an appetite for children and those foolish enough to swim alone in remote places. But they especially prize fresh cucumbers. Real mermaids?
That's weird, eh?
That is weird. The reality of mermaids was assumed during medieval times when they were depicted matter-of-factly alongside known aquatic animals such as whales. And hundreds of years ago, sailors and residents in coastal towns around the world told of encountering the sea maidens. One story dating back to the 1600s claimed that a mermaid had entered Holland through a dike and was injured in the process. She was taken to a nearby lake and soon nursed back to health. She eventually became a productive citizen, learning to speak Dutch, perform household chores, and eventually converted to Catholicism. Another mermaid encounter once offered as a true story is described in Edward Snow's Incredible Mysteries and Legends of the Sea. A sea captain off the coast of Newfoundland described his 1614 encounter. Captain John Smith of Jamestown fame saw a mermaid swimming about with all possible grace. He pictured her as having large eyes, a finely shaped nose, and with somewhat short and well-formed ears. There was that were rather long too. Smith goes on to say that her long green hair imparted to her an original character that was by no means unattractive. Bow chicka wow wow.
Green hair, eh?
Yeah, large eyes.
Pointy ears and green hair.
In fact, Smith was so taken by this lovely woman that he began to experience the first effects of love as he gazed at her before his sudden and surely profoundly disappointing realization that she was a fish from the waist down. Surrealist painter Rene Magritte depicted a sort of reverse mermaid in his 1949 painting, The Collective Invention. That's interesting.
Pretty. Oh, you're fish.
How do I put what where?
Like, oh, damn. You're like, what a
Do you come
sucker,
with
man.
instructions?
Yeah. It says by the 1800s, hoaxers churned out fake mermaids by the dozen to satisfy the public interest in the creatures. The great showman, P.T. Barnum,
Right, yeah.
displayed the Fiji mermaid in the 1840s and became one of his most popular attractions. Those paying 50 cents, hoping to see a long-limbed, fish-tailed beauty comb her hair, were surely disappointed. Instead, they saw a grotesque fake corpse, a few feet long, had the torso, head, and limbs of a monkey. Oh,
I've seen that.
and the bottom part of the fish.
We'll try and get a picture of that and post that maybe.
God, that would be horrible. To modern
is.
eyes, it was an obvious fake, but it fooled and intrigued many at a time. It says, have there been modern mermaids? Like, really? Like, when was the last time? This one thing's,
Reported.
you know, like when you think about Loch Ness
Yeah.
or whatever else,
Yeah.
what's the most recent ones? Like,
Well, you know what? I can't do the audio because I don't know what it's going to translate to, but there are videos on TikToks of capturing
Oh,
like grainy footage
of
of mermaids.
weird shit.
But
Yeah.
recently, yeah.
Yeah. So could there be scientific basis for mermaid stories? Some researchers believe that the sightings of human-sized ocean animals such as manatee and dugongs might have inspired merfolk legends, which is true. They're like a bunch of weird floaty things that,
They got a funny shape.
these animals have a flat mermaid tail, two flippers that resemble stubby arms, right? They don't look exactly like a typical mermaid or merman, of course, but sightings were from quite a distance away,
Yeah.
and most submerged in water, so they can't always see it. Identifying animals in water is inherently problematic, since eyewitnesses, by definition, are only seeing a small portion of the creature. But they have mermaid reports are very rare, but they do occur. For example, news of reports, and this is 2009, claimed that a mermaid had been sighted off the coast of Israel in a town called
Go for it.
Kiryat-Yam.
Good job.
There were numerous sightings over the course of a few months. It, or she, performed a few tricks for the onlookers before sunset, disappeared into the night. One of the first people to see the mermaid, Shlomo Cohen.
Good job.
Shlomo. I'm sorry, that just sounds bad.
That
This
does
is
sound-
Shlomo. I was with
Insert
friends.
joke there.
I was with friends when suddenly we saw a woman laying on the sand in a weird way. At first I thought she was just another sunbather, but when we approached, she jumped into the water and disappeared. Disappeared? We were all in shock because we saw she had a tail. The town's tourism board was delighted with their newfound fame and offered this is a $1 million reward for the first person to photograph it. Like, holy crap, man. It says Japanese soldiers stationed on the Key Islands in Indonesia had multiple encounters with mermaids in 1943. 1943, well, it's still sort of like,
that long. That's 70 years ago.
Yeah, I know.
But not
Yeah.
that. Or 80, maybe 80 years ago.
The villagers had called these creatures orang ikan. In Malay, orang means human and ikan means fish. The soldiers had some interesting stories to share about the creatures while on patrol. Sergeant Tero Horiba, who was stationed at the time in the Key Islands, instructed the village chief to inform him immediately if any orang ikan were captured. That day came, and Sergeant Horiba laid eyes on what he describes as roughly a 4 foot 9 inch tall, pink skin, human looking face and limbs, spikes along its head, and
Ew.
mouth like a carp.
Ew.
Heck. That's
Gross.
Sergeant.
I thought saugers were ugly.
Yeah, I know. Sergeant Horrible tried to get a scientific community involved to validate the sightings, but nothing ever happened. Here we go. This is. Ba, ba, ba.
It's May. So in 1967, British Columbia, Canada, a group of tourists on a ferry in Canada reported a sighting. They claimed to see a mermaid with silvery blonde hair. She was eating a salmon, of course she would, and seemed to enjoy the waves crashing over her tail. The local city offered a $25,000 reward for the mermaid, but no one came forward. There were some who saw the mermaid and swore she was real, but others thought it was a hoax. What do you think? Anything at this point.
Yeah.
And it gets closer now, like the date points, right?
Yeah.
So 1998, Kwai Point, Hawaii, Jeff Litcher, a diver who operates Jack's Diving Locker off Kwai Point, said, I feel very lucky that I'm the only one to finally prove to the world what people here have known for half a century. He claims that the Kwai Point mermaid is real. While diving off the coast, he reported being in the water and hearing the 10 people in the boat screaming and pointing. Looking over, he thought he saw a strange woman swimming. He saw her leap into the air and discovered the lower half of her body was of a fish. Later on, he was taking photos of underwater life and felt the water moving around him. Looking up, he took a picture of the mermaid for proof. Supposedly.
Where the fuck is this picture?
Yeah, where's the picture?
Damn it.
Okay, so 2012 Zimbabwe. Apparently, some mermaids just want to be left alone. And in 2012, workers were building a dam in Zimbabwe. Oh, this is the one I heard about, actually. However, a pesky mermaid spooked the workers and they refused to finish the project. Water Resources Minister Sam Sipipipa Nakomo, well, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Told the Senate. I got too full of myself there. I got a little cocky.
Like, oh, that was
Sorry.
pretty good.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. Yeah.
No. The Senate committee that the village chiefs were going to perform rituals to get rid of the mermaid, but the workers still refused to go back. Eventually, foreign workers flew in to finish the project, but to their dismay, the workers had the same experience. They also refused to finish the project because it's like taboo, right?
Yeah. Oh,
You
yeah.
know?
You don't fuck
No,
around
no.
with shit. No,
No.
I know. Yeah.
Especially if they're very superstitious.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Screw it. They're
That's
not
right.
doing anything.
To this day, the dam remains unfinished.
Seriously?
Yeah. No one has claimed the reward.
They just friggin' did not even do it.
It's like, we're done. Tap it out.
Wow. That's crazy.
Oh, I think it's
Here we
might be
go.
my
This
ride.
is, it's not your ride time.
No, he's just
Oh.
probably confirmed.
Okay.
Oh.
In 2012, an Animal Planet special, Mermaids, The Body Found. I think I might have seen parts of that. I didn't think I watched the whole thing. It's a renewed interest in mermaids. It presented the story of scientists finding proof of real mermaids in the oceans. It says it was fiction, but presented in a fake documentary style. It was so convincing the National Oceanographic and Atmospheric Administration received enough inquiries following the TV special that they issued a statement officially denying it. It says, excuse me, a temple in
Is that the mating call?
Fukuoka, I don't know. Sorry. Fukuoka, Japan, is said to house the remains of a mermaid that washed ashore in 1222. Its bones were preserved at the behest of a priest who believed the creature had come from a legendary
Nothing
place.
lasts that long.
I know.
No.
Like what? I don't know. Well, I
It's
don't know.
bullshit.
It's bullshit.
I call bullshit.
They come from the legendary place of a dragon god at the bottom of the ocean. For nearly 800 years, the bones have been displayed. They've been displayed for 800 years.
Bullshit.
They're dried up,
They
man.
would have disintegrated by now.
Nah, they need oxygen.
All right.
Where am I at? The bones have been displayed, and water used to soak the bones was said to prevent diseases. See?
Yeah.
Only a few of the bones remain, and since they have not been scientifically tested, the true nature remains
3 bones.
unknown.
It was a
Yeah,
mermaid.
it was
I
a
swear to God.
mermaid. It's like a fin right here.
You know, like a wishbone? It was a mermaid.
Oh
This
my
is all we
God,
got
can you
left.
imagine? That's bad. Hang on. Wait.
Oh.
Which is this part?
Oh,
I'm
no.
lost. I'm lost now. No.
We've seen this movie before.
This is the Mermaid in Canadian Heraldry and lore.
Oh, cool.
It says, like the unicorn and dragon, the mermaid or siren is a universal symbol and is present in the folklore of all marine countries. Totally understandable. It says, Canada is bordered by 3 oceans and the seal, which is the main animal credited for mermaid legend. So they say pretty much the seal is like, you know, whatever. Although the recorded sightings of these legendary creatures in Canada waters are not as numerous as might be expected, they nevertheless exist since the establishment of the Canadian Heraldic Authority. Heraldic, that just sounds so wrong. But anyway.
So wrong.
I know.
With his brother Harry Palms.
Heraldic and Harry Palm. In the 1988, the mermaid has been given new life in the arms granted to individuals and corporate bodies. Oh, there's like so much information.
Overload.
So much information.
Brain.
I know. I'm trying to find. Hang on. This is manatees. Christopher Columbus. Oh, this is the first sightings of mermaids in connection with the New World was reported in the Caribbean by Christopher Columbus. Yesterday, 8 January 1493. When the Admiral Columbus went to Rio del Oro, he said that he saw 3 mermaids rising well above the sea, but were not so beautiful as they portrayed, for their faces, in a way, resembled those of men.
Ew.
Well, ew.
Wow.
He said that he had seen others previously in Guinea and on the Givinguptheghostpodcast coast. Henry Hudson is a well-known Canadian history for the quest of his Northwest Passage, and he did record a mermaid sighting, but nowhere near Canada. In 1608, he set out from England in search of the Northern Passage on a voyage that brought him to the... Why do I pick these? Novaya Zemlya Archipelago in the Arctic Ocean. On June 15th in the North Cape, on the northern tip of Norway, he reported that 2 of his sailors had seen a mermaid.
Now, what if, okay, I'm just going to be devil's advocate here and stuff like that.
Devil's advocate.
And like, I mean, you know, we're optimistic skeptics. We believe and, you know, blah, 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 yeah. Okay, so what if, okay, the sailor, they're out at sea. They're out there for months, weeks, whatever, right? Seeing shit.
I know.
They make friends with the seal. They get a little horny. You know, bound chickawa. Who knows? Because there's a lot of weird people out there.
Beautiful hair.
You know, but beautiful eyes. You know, they got those beautiful eyes, those seals, right? And they have sex with the seals. I'm just saying, I'm not into the bestiality. I'm just saying. And then they get caught and they're like, no, it was a mermaid. Right?
Yeah, I know. But you know,
far-fetched?
no, not necessarily far-fetched, but I mean, like, oceans they're like a deep, dark fucking hole.
We've only discovered like 10 or 20%.
And
right?
I mean, if you're swimming around in there, have you never like swum in a lake and going, there's creepy shit under me.
And they still haven't
creepy shit under
and
me.
they still haven't found.
No, I know, but if you're in an ocean, never mind. There is creepy shit under me. Like, you know, I would rather it be like some pretty chick that's got beautiful hair and everything.
Of course,
than
and
some
touching
like
something
giant fucking
awkward.
kraken that's gonna eat me alive, right?
Right.
No,
no, exactly.
You know, like, I mean, people see shit, I think, and you're out to sea for like months at a time.
You see shit.
Drinking rum because you can't take water.
True. Yeah.
Right?
That makes sense.
I know. Like, I mean, it's that creepy crap. But I mean, no, as far as like lore goes, like, here, I'll let you could, this one is actually like the lore.
Sure. I'll do that part there. Do you want me to do the whole thing?
Yeah, no, you can't read this part. Well, no, there's other Canadian sightings.
Is there?
Canadian sightings.
Okay.
They're right here, and then there's like the whole legend lore kind of thing.
Okay, sure. So it says other Canadian sightings were reported, one near Victoria on Vancouver between 1870 and 1890, and another observed by ferry passengers in 1967 on a rock in Active Pass near Victoria. Yeah, that's like 54 years ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not drunk because I
that's
can do the
pretty
math.
good.
Thank you.
Very good math. I'd be like 54. Okay, sounds good.
Accounts of the latter sighting in the Times colonists reported that the mermaid had long blonde hair, the tail of a porpoise, and was eating a salmon at the time of the sighting. Well, that's, I guess,
a fucking salmon.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they're in BC, right?
Well, of course, it's free.
Not gonna
free
be
lunch.
A cod.
No. Or check the channel cat. The mermaid is also connected with Canada in myths and legends of the North American First Nations, which makes sense. This constitutes a fascinating area of investigation and is another witness to the universality of the mermaid phenomenon. a universality that is also reflected in the similarity of descriptions by Amerindians and Europeans, namely a female upper body and some sort of form of a fishtail. In Inuit art, which is flourishing today, the sea goddess Sedina frequently takes the shape of traditional mermaid. So the legend of Sedna,
Uh-huh.
from Greenland to Alaska, according to the Inuit legend, Sedna is the goddess of the sea and the mother of all marine animals. A petulant young girl, Sedna refused to marry the young man selected by her father. In a fit of teenage rebellion, Sedna ran away with the mysterious masked man who, she later discovered, was a Fulmar seabird. Sedna's father answered his daughter's frantic cries for help, rescuing her from the seabird colony. But when the seabirds attacked their kayak, the father threw his problematic daughter into the ocean.
Yeah. There you go, eh?
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Clinging to the kayak for her very life, Sedna's father cut off her fingers one by one. Sedna disappeared below the waves, and as her fingers sank into the ocean, they each took the form of a different marine animal. Often angry with men, the sea woman releases her fury by creating violent storms and seas. For millennia, Inuit shamans have visited Sedna's underwater lair, swimming down to comb her long, black, tangled hair.
Mm-hmm.
Once calm, Sedna stills the seas and releases her seals and whales, providing a bountiful hunt for the Inuit. Interesting.
I know. So
Chop,
freaking
chop, chop.
legends. Yeah, I know. They're so gory all the
Violent.
time. I know.
Violent.
They'd be like all really nice fairy tale, beautiful butterfly
Yeah.
things, and then like some shit.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
Exactly.
I'm gonna rescue you, daughter, from these birds, but then we'll cut your fucking fingers off.
I know. That's brutal.
Jeez, I know. It's interesting though. I never heard about that folklore for
No.
Canadian shit though.
I like that. It's
Yeah.
good, though.
Yeah.
They should do more kids' stories.
No. Well, hey, Mother Goose is just weird as crap
Oh,
too, right?
the Brothers
I mean,
Grimm? Well, that's
yeah.
brutal.
Terrible shit.
Nasty
I know.
shit. Yeah.
And we've sanitized it over the years, but I mean, like,
Dumbed it down, watered it down.
dumbed it down.
You know,
not
make
so
it
creepy.
all politically correct.
Oh God!
Oh, don't even
get
start.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
Be
Yeah.
like, hey, there was a girl who did some stuff. There you go. Story over.
She ate an apple. She fell asleep. She lived with 7 men, minors.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Some guy asked her permission to kiss her first, and then kissed her.
Yeah. Oh my God.
It's just stories.
It's
I
just
love
stories.
legend and
I do
folklore
too.
though. I think
I
that's
love
so cool.
I love folklores.
Oh.
When I was a kid, I couldn't get enough of Greek mythology. I just ate it up.
Yeah.
Love Greek mythology. you know?
Super cool. All that
Super
shit is
cool.
super
Very,
cool. Yeah,
Very,
I know.
very.
So
So
even the creepy tales are really cool.
creepy tales too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, especially
Oh,
even
yeah.
the ones that take that turn that you're not
I
expecting.
know. You're like, oh, really?
Oh my
Ew.
God. I know.
I know.
So if you've seen a mermaid,
Oh, please let us know.
we'd like to know about it.
Ice fishing. I thought I've caught a few. Just
Yeah, that's
joking.
right. I'm sure some of your fisher friends would have a story or two. Not mermaid, but just weird shit.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they have.
You know?
Yeah, I know.
Like if they sleep overnight in the tent and shit
oh
like
shit,
that.
yeah.
I couldn't imagine.
I would love to
I'd
do
be
that.
unnerved.
I'm totally ready to do
Especially
that this year.
hearing the ice
I
crack
want to do it.
underneath
Oh,
you.
it's creepy as shit,
It
but I
is.
want to do it though.
I know.
Totally.
You're all game for it.
Oh,
I know.
totally.
That's why we're recording as much as we can now because I will not be able to get a hold of Sherry once the ice like forms on the lake.
Yeah, I'd be like, sorry, I
Gone.
have to fish this weekend. I know.
Gone fishing.
Oops, it's my only addiction.
That's right.
Well, other than vodka,
Yeah.
food, and cheese
Ghost
crack,
stories.
and ghost stories, and okay, so
All
throw
right,
them on.
well.
all right, whatever.
You know, you've got quite the resume for that. So, but
No.
anyway, on that note, we're gonna tap out because we have a couple other little things to do here on pod business. So,
Pod business.
where do they get a hold of us? Share.
Givinguptheghostpodcast@gmail.com.
Excellent. And remember to live every day like it is your last.
But never give up the ghost.
Never give up the mermaid ghost.
Oh.
Don't grab a mermaid by the tail. She'll bite your face off.
Chill. She would
Have you seen
too.
those
Yeah, I